This is a production of Kapiolani Community College.
Your toilet paper fails.
Shig happens.
When you wipe your baby's bum.
Shig happens.
When you make that fine BM.
Shig happens.
When you feel that slip and dip.
Shig happens. Wash your hands. 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 Shig happens. Shig happens.
Hi, welcome back to Shig Happens with Chef Henry Food Cop. That's me. Shigella. Shigella is a bacteria that's found in human feces. And if you eat it, you get mighty sick. Thus, Shig happens. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Tom Turkey. Shig happened to Chef Henry, so I'll be filling in as your host for how not to kill your family on Thanksgiving till he's feeling better. My best advice, serve a vegetarian meal. We'll start as usual with questions. I only get snail mail because I can't use a computer. So, Camilla from the Big Island asks, what's the most important rule for a safe Thanksgiving? Some people think that protecting against cross-contamination is the most important thing, like cleaning and sanitizing your cutting board and knife, or washing your hands thoroughly after handling the turkey, or using it as a puppet, or even replacing the kitchen towel every 2 hours. However, there's something much more important that kills many more people every year at Thanksgiving. Don't let that turkey dog drunk!
I like to look at you. Okay then, let's get serious. I want to revisit that cross-contamination problem. And what we're going to do here is take some swabs. We're going to be consulting with my colleague, Professor John Berestecki from the microbiology department at KCC. So we're going to do the swabs today, and we're going to see what's growing. Now, you know, we're taking swabs of my kitchen. I suspect your kitchen is just as dirty as my kitchen. So let's get to it. We're going to do the cutting board, a towel, a sponge, and then what about your body, your own body? Okay, so first we're going to swab the cutting board, and you can see it still has a little bit of Tom Turkey's blood on it, just so you can see what is possibly growing there. And we have the medium here, we have the swab. We'll just do a little squiggle on there. And then we're going to do the towel. It's our kitchen towel, and as you probably remember, I did some wiping with this towel, again of Tom Turkey's blood. So we'll do that, and we'll see what's happening with the towel. And then lots of people use sponges in their kitchens, and boy, how often do you throw that sponge into the microwave oven to cook it to kill all of the bacteria? I venture to say it's not very often. So we're going to do a couple different swabs on this. See if we get it wet. See, they have all these holes inside there. It's just harboring all kinds of stuff. So we'll do a little swab there. We'll do that one, and we'll do this other type. Just to get some idea of what's growing there. And what about your own body? A lot of people don't know that. I mean, we all have itchy noses. We might be working with this wipe our nose, but what they don't know is that all around the edges here, this is where staph is prevalent. So we're going to test that on me to see if I have staph. So because it's kind of dry, I get the swab wet first with a little water, and then a swab around, just around the edges. You don't go in the nose, it's just right around the edge part. And we have a special medium that will test for staph. Okay? Now another place that people don't know about that is prevalent for staph is right behind the ear. And actually, if you think about it, this is where, you know, women put the perfume, and that's a good thing. It's got alcohol in it. It's going to kill whatever might be growing back there before you kiss the neck. So again, it needs to be wet. We just go right back in here, right behind the ear and on the neck. And we'll swab that. And in a few days, we will find out what's growing. We'll go to John Berstecki's lab, and he'll let us know what the potential is. So, how big a turkey do you need? In my opinion, you cannot have too big a turkey. I love the leftovers. It's a fine thing to have leftovers. As a matter of fact, I think I like the leftover hot turkey sandwich and mashed potatoes the next day better than the Thanksgiving dinner. So if you have a family that doesn't eat a whole lot, doesn't really care too much about leftovers, then it's about 1 pound per person. Figure 1 pound of raw bird per person. If you've got big eaters in your family, figure about 2 pounds per person, and then you've got lots of good leftovers. So a 24-pound turkey is good for about 12 people. Okay, so be sure to thaw your turkey in the refrigerator. It takes about 1 day for every 5 pounds of meat. So this one has been in about 3 days, and it's still a little frozen. So you want to know how to thaw it out in a pinch, just in case it's still frozen when it's time to cook it. So if on Thanksgiving Day you're ready to cook your turkey and it's not thawed all the way, here's what you do. You put it in some water, just like we did with the chicken on Labor Day. You have the water running, and it should, you know, after 3 days in the refrigerator, your turkey's going to be mostly thawed. It's just a little frosty, so it's going to take about a half hour to thaw it out the rest of the way. And when you're doing it, as soon as you can pull out the neck and any of the other parts, that'll help thaw it out a little bit faster. So about another half hour. Shouldn't take very long to thaw it out.
Diving Double Dipping Digit of Doom Award.
So now we've come to this week's Diving Double Dipping Digit of Doom Award. You know, I've got almost all of my students and my friends tell me that in their homes, their grandmothers or their great-grandmothers leave food out on the counter all night. And they're always saying, well, you know, why do we have to put it away? I've been doing it this way all my life and I haven't gotten sick. Well, just because you don't get sick, Grandma, doesn't mean that your children or your great-grandchildren or grandchildren aren't going to get sick from things growing in the food that's been left out overnight. So you deserve this week's Diving Double Dipping Digit of Doom Award.